Yes, people, never found this is a Daps and Cass recap show. And right now, you ain't seen Daps in a while, and now here he is. And we're going to be recapping, obviously, Man United, Arsenal. Don't get onto me, please. And then, obviously, the game where Arsenal fans turn into Tottenham fans. Dum, dum, dum. It's a bit cringy. But yeah, what are you saying, Daps, man?
I'm good. Good.
Huh?
Yeah, it's the end of the season.
Yeah, man. It's a squeaky
Tomorrow
bum.
is D-Day.
Mm-hmm.
Few things, obviously, to address. First and foremostly, I said round about 11 and a half months ago, I said that Arsenal were adolescent, overconfident teenagers whose balls haven't dropped yet.
Yeah.
Their balls have dropped now, and I'll give them that, right? For me, if we're talking about across the last, 10 months, City haven't been at their best.
Yeah, well, you could say, nah.
And in whole.
As a whole,
In whole. Now, the truth is, the last time I was probably doing live shows, in fact, let's go back 11 months. 11 months ago, no, let's go back 14 months ago. 14 months ago, so around January, February 2023, whenever we did shows, I always had all you shameless fucking content creators telling me Manchester City do not look like the same Manchester City. And I said, you say that every fucking year, right? You say that every single fucking year and you never learn, right? The season ended with us winning a treble, right? So let's now go back to 3 months ago. Last time I was doing lives. And do you know what? The same shameless, bummy content creators going, no, but this time, Daps, it's different. You don't look the same.
And normal friends.
And some normal friends, yeah, and some of you.
Hold tight,
hold tight the normal ones, the not shameless ones, the not ones that literally come on streams at 10 o'clock at night trying to just rattle someone to go to sleep with a hard-on thinking you've done something in life, right? But ultimately, what I'm saying is, once again, people this year were saying City don't look the same. Now, I hear it. We didn't. But guess what? Business end of the season. We are again. We are where we are. Now, hold tight, Sebastian. Yeah, you're now blocked because you're a weapon, right? But an Arsenal fan called Sebastian popped up today saying...
Respect.
Saying, I just want your opinion. Do you respect Arsenal for what we've done this season? And I found it hilarious because for me personally, I am never going out of my way to slide in the DMs of somebody that I don't know that well to go, do you respect my football team? Because we've got to the end this time. Because we haven't dropped off just before the edge. And Arsenal have. They've got to the end, right?
Yeah.
But that is not a trophy yet, right? I will give them respect. I'll sit here now off my own back and give them respect. But to ask me for respect, I found funny. And it does seem like Arsenal almost feel like they've made it to the promised land and they don't care if they win it now. I'm sure they do, but it seems with some of them that they feel like we could sit here almost and say to Liverpool, because Liverpool fans to Arsenal last year were going, fuck you didn't make it to the end. Now, Arsenal go, fuck you, we've made it to the end now, right? And it's like, but you haven't won it yet, right? I do think Arsenal have been really, really good this season, though, joking aside. I think they've taken, when people say it's usually more in cup competitions like the Champions League, you have to lose it once to win it. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That I do feel like Arsenal have taken the pain of last season.
Yeah.
Probably it's
gained experience,
brought in Declan Rice. I can't believe I just called him Deck, and now they do feel like this time, and I've seen this I always said when they were winning their games 4-5-0, I said that's not what's impressing me. It was your last minute winner against Brentford or last minute winner against Luton. Those type of things impress me because that's how you win leagues. And I think this season that's what Arsenal did. Now, yesterday, who was the better team out of Arsenal and Man United? For me, it was Man United.
For me, I'm going to be honest. On the eye, see, this is where I'm not going to be a hypocrite. Yeah, because it's the same way when Man United played Man City and we were 1-1 until stupid minutes, right? Until like the 80th minute.
No, it wasn't 1-1. Oh, 1-1.
1-1.
Right, yeah.
And you would say
Man City had more most definitely better. No, City were better, bro.
Yeah, but Man United, because they defended well, and kept it for what Man United are. Man United, obviously, people say no, but Man United,
City,
Man United
but
were
the
better
difference
team.
was but in that game, City had more of the possession.
Yeah, but that's
right?
what.
But
I don't
yesterday,
believe. But that's why I say Man United might have had more of the possession. Man United might have had everything going on, but at the end of the day, we had 2 shots on target.
Yeah. Oh, no. But,
they defended well.
but here's what I was going to say.
Arsenal
Arsenal defended, right? Arsenal ultimately was shit in midfield, but
Yeah,
their
they were.
defence were the same Arsenal defence,
They've
right?
been doing this
but,
away all
But I
season.
also, if I look at, right, when we played Forest the other week, yeah?
Yeah.
And I said afterwards, if Forest were good, they could have done something, but they're shit.
But you
right?
defended very well.
I think Arsenal yesterday, ultimately, the most important thing at this point of the season is 3 points, yeah? Arsenal have got the CV across the season, say, do you know what? Arsenal have played well all season. Yesterday, I don't think Arsenal played well, but I think it just highlighted how shit you are.
Yeah, no, how shit we are, but
you
how
lot,
good they are.
You lot, maybe Arsenal being bad made you lot look better, but even then, you weren't good enough to make that looking good account for anything. So I just where I am with Arsenal now, I think even that going, it is another hurdle because their record at Old Trafford's been poor. They went to Old Trafford
they got
with a lot
win.
of pressure on them, and they've done it. Now it's over to us. Now we have a game that, and let me say one thing,
Mr. Bogey.
yeah. And this is a thing. As I've not been doing lives and whatever, and I just watch other stuff, and I watch everyone thinks Fulham might have got something against us because it's away from home, right?
Yeah,
but then we turn up, we spanked them, and everyone's going, Fulham rolled over. No, Fulham didn't roll over, and I've heard this for weeks now. Every team's rolling over to City. No team's rolled over to City. City is just a steamroller that roll people over, right? But when it comes to Spurs, people are saying, Spurs don't want to win it. Let's be clear. Spurs fans do not want to win it, right? But
Spurs might.
as for the team, not many of them are Spurs fans, yeah? Not many of them really care about... They'll care a little bit, but they won't be like, I'm really pissed off because when I go on Twitter, someone's going to bug me that's an Arsenal fan. They're thinking, we want to win the game because I'm a professional footballer, right? And this is where, ultimately, back to Sebastian, who messaged me, and he then went on to say, after asking for my respect, that it is unfair if City win the league because Arsenal have not really done much wrong. Now, ultimately, if City win the league, let's be clear, it's over 38 games. If Arsenal do not win the league, Arsenal have done more wrong than Manchester City. Otherwise, their points would be more than City's, right? That is it. Now, if City do not beat Tottenham tomorrow, it's because Arsenal wanted it more. Because Manchester City have the best team in the squad. Best team in the league, yeah? Best squad in the league probably as well, right? We have the know-how, we have the experience,
More
right?
than that, yeah.
If we don't win the league this season, it's because against Tottenham... No, let's not even say against Tottenham, because ultimately we didn't desire it more than Arsenal. Because if us being the best squad, the best starting 11, we haven't really got any injuries now. If we can't beat Tottenham tomorrow,
Considering their form.
we don't want it enough. If we want it enough, and Pep said in his presser today, it's pretty obvious. There is only one option, right? If we don't win the league, if we don't win that game against Tottenham, we don't win the league. Now, yesterday on a few shows, I've heard a few Arsenal fans saying that they're a bit pissed off about the game against you yesterday because they wanted to get that goal difference higher. Now, if City draw to Tottenham, that means we have a plus... It means we would have a plus negative from that game. So Arsenal, ultimately, we'd go into the final day of the season with 3 goals to make up on Arsenal, right?
3 goals, yeah.
3 goals to make up on Arsenal to win it on goal difference.
And they've got Everton at their final home.
And that's what I'm saying. Can we batter West Ham? The way I've seen West Ham look the last couple of weeks, we can. But
if it goes to goal difference where it's the same, they still win because they're head to head.
Yeah, because they're head to head. So, but for me, we have to get, in fact, probably a +4. We have to get 4 more goals than Arsenal get. We play West Ham, they play Everton. Yeah. Come on, that's not happening for me.
That'd be.
We go into this.
That'd be like the Aguero thing, innit? All over again.
We go into this Tottenham game needing to win it. We must win it, right? Can we win it? Of course we can, right? But do I believe this narrative that Spurs are going to roll over and allow their last game of the season? And this isn't Spurs fans. I guarantee, if it was Spurs fans, yeah,
Right.
they would. But it's not. It's
I'll put
Spurs Football Club. Now, let's be real.
Do you want me to put the maths
There's a
for you?
thing called Spursy, right? Now, if you define Spursy,
Aye.
for me, what Spursy is when the team, Spurs, do what the fans don't want them to do. Yeah, that's Spursy. So if they need to win a game to win a trophy, they will lose it. Yeah, like yesterday in the Women's FA Cup final,
Yeah,
right?
I won something.
Right, you won something, yeah. You can have that one. So, for me, the most Spursy thing to do of this season is not for them to not get Champions League football. It's not for them to drop off come January and no longer, or even December and no longer be challenging. It's not for them to lose at home to Arsenal. The most Spursy thing for Spurs to do is to turn up after looking piss poor against multiple teams, play out of their skin against Manchester City,
You be needing to get this off your chest.
and hand it to Arsenal. That is the most Spursy thing to do. And everyone's going, nah, you're too good for them. Listen, we beat them in the FA Cup. We
Yeah.
still have not beat them at this new fucking cursed, overhyped go-kart track concert venue since they've moved to it, yeah?
4 years ago now, I think.
Right. So, but again, I'll go back to when I'm trying to level out whether we can and can't win it. I look at it and think, but we've never had to play at that ground in a must-win game. And this
Yeah.
is a thing I look at with City, that when we must, we must.
This is what I say about Spurs. Now, let's add up the maths. If Villa do not win today, there's a chance to go top
Who Villa
four.
got last game?
They've got Liverpool, and then the last game's against Crystal Palace away
Okay.
at the Palace.
Well, Palace is looking good
Alright,
against some people,
I
isn't it?
think they're looking good against everyone.
Are we
at the
taking that
moment.
as a bar?
Mate,
Well,
they just came to life when they needed to come to life in the right moment, and now their league form and all that looks good. Right, bar that as well. It's not even just about if they can get top four. They can actually still see themselves in the Conference League.
yeah.
So
I don't
people
know
don't know
if
this.
fans want Champions
So
League
Chelsea,
football, you know.
Chelsea and Newcastle. I can't believe this is how embarrassing it is. Newcastle's got United, probably going to beat us, right? Even if it's our last home game at Old Trafford, there should be a hazard signing on Old Trafford. Shouldn't even be allowed in certain stands. They're probably going to beat us, and then they got Brentford away. And I'm not joking; they'll probably turn over Brentford,
Who?
right? Newcastle.
Yeah.
Then you've got
Brentford away
Chelsea.
last game of the season. That's where we went last season,
Yeah.
actually.
Chelsea have got Brighton, who you don't know what you're going to get with
Yeah.
them, and then they've also got someone at home, Bournemouth at home. They got a better goal difference. If Tottenham now lose against City, they got now, and Chelsea and Newcastle win. Newcastle already got like 8 better goal difference. Chelsea win. All of a sudden, it goes down to the last game of the season. If you now this is now you said Spursy thing to go to Sheffield United's last game in the Premier League before they go back down is for them not to get a result. And then they see this on the Conference League.
I
And-
just
and
think-
I can't see Ange Postecoglou saying no. We're not going. We're not
do you know
rolling
what?
over for these.
I don't think
he
I
care-
don't
he don't
think
care.
I don't
care
think
about us.
that, no, I don't think exactly.
You don't think he
Neither
does?
do the players. Look, I think this is quite simply another case of how much does City want it? If we want it,
You definitely want
Then-
smashing teams.
the way we're playing looks like we want it. If we want it, we can go and get a result. But
Just
the
need to
main
get-
thing I'm saying is,
just get Vardy
I
on his right
don't believe this is as clear cut as all Arsenal fans. And I've got a question to all the Arsenal fans watching this now in the comments. Yeah, do you really think the league is wrapped up now? Do you really think, or is that kind of, because I do this thing where I look after my mental health by, I always prepare for the worst. Is that what you lot are doing? You're preparing for the worst. You're saying for yourself, nah, Spurs are going to roll over. But deep down, you're still believing, aren't you? Deep down, you're still believing Spurs
You
might...
have to, as a fan, you have to.
Oh, well, and
have
that's
to.
why when I get messages like that one I got, and I think, are these man just happy with saying we took it to the wire?
You know,
And I don't think they are. I think they do.
You have to deep, yeah, as well. We don't know how old these people are, right? They ain't seen a league in 20 years.
Yeah.
Exactly about 20 years, I think now. A lot of the older heads know what it is, but a lot of the young heads don't know what it is. All they know is FA Cup and respect. So when they come back to being on a podium, that's all they know. They've never seen
Yeah.
it. Even if you're 25, 26 years old, let's be real, you ain't remembering
Yeah, it's true,
them
you know, it's
picking up
mad.
a Premier League Invincible trophy back in 04. So on that notice,
Yeah. So what you're actually telling me, Cass, is that a lot of these Arsenal fans now,
The new generation.
the new
Couple
generation,
of them, I
have a
suppose.
similar experience, not as bad as mine, but as most of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but with a
it's-
few FA Cups thrown in
with a
there
couple
and,
FA
and no
Cups, yeah.
relegations.
And and that's it. And a couple finals that you lost. And then that's that. That's all they got to go off of. This is why when you see Arsenal fan base online, if you look at the older heads around 30 years old and a bit more, and so compared to the younger ones, it's night and day.
Yeah.
That's why you got people like Potts, Gunner,
Yeah,
all Northside, all of these lot.
Lee.
They know what it is to win and be on top.
Yeah.
Even if it is not
Look,
in a
I just
successive
think
period.
at the moment, I really do think this is not over and done at all. And I'll be honest. Look, we beat Tottenham. We've won the league. I'll say that we beat Tottenham. We've won the league because we're not going to lose at home to West Ham.
your
We're
final
not.
day.
We're not. And hold tight, all the West Ham fans out there.
I mean, you got a little bromance anyway.
Exactly.
I saw a tweet.
They're not going to be there ready to probably invade the
celebrate.
pitch with us and celebrate
Pretty
because
Lawless do it.
because of the fact that Arsenal aren't winning as well. I don't like Arsenal.
I saw a tweet from a West Ham fan saying, "You know what I want? I want City to draw tomorrow, and then I hope they smash us 10-0 at the Etihad in David Moyes' final game, so he can rub it in Arsenal fans' faces even more." I'm thinking,
Now,
if that-
look, I know, and I do have to say, Arsenal have looked damn good this season.
it's mental though. Best
And I'll be honest.
What did we
their
say? What did I say
defence
to you
is
earlier?
Awesome, man. Their defense.
defense,
So
they've
good.
got the best defense at the moment as it stands by statistics and probably by eye. They've got
Yeah,
the best
yeah,
attack
wow.
by a few goals, obviously. Actually, no, technically, no.
I don't know if they have anymore. I think it's
they have
probably
anything.
us
I think
now.
you now do.
Yeah.
But considering their makeshift attack that they've had all year, they've got one of those. You know, they barely lost.
I mean, when you call it makeshift, it's about as makeshift as when we,
Yeah, it's a bit makeshift, isn't it?
all right, so it's the season before last. Ours was makeshift.
Yeah,
When we had no
it's not
striker.
total- you know what it is? I don't know what their starting left wing is going to be more time these days.
How's it matter? Hold on.
Their
It's-
striker, you don't know what you're
Bro,
going to have these days.
when we won the league against Liverpool in 2021-22, yeah?
Yeah.
That was more makeshift than Arsenal's. We had no Aguero, we had no Haaland. We were playing Foden as a false nine at
you know what
times.
you got, though?
Or Jesus was playing wide right.
Was, yeah.
Right? We actually, or when Mahrez wasn't in. So it's sometimes that I honestly think this,
Probably the best sort of
this
attack
whole number 9 thing is now fashionable again, yeah? But for teams like City and Arsenal that actually play possession-based football, I actually honestly think a false 9 is more effective.
I think it is as well. Yeah, the false 9 is... how many goals did you get? Over 100 with
Yeah,
Foden in the
over,
false 9.
Yeah, I
KDB
think
in a
it probably
false
was.
9.
Yeah.
So it's like... And when you think about it these days, who's even a good number 9 in the count in
there's
your hand?
not. Højlund?
No one...
Højlund?
That Haaland with acne is getting on my nerves. I'm just telling you now, yeah. I can't count 10 number 9, pure number 9s that are good today's football. It's all potential. Even if you tell me
Yeah.
Osimhen, I'm not going to say he's groundbreaking because he's not.
Yeah, I hear you.
He's not. He's got good attributes. And that's about it.
So yeah, look, as far as it's gone, it's been a great league, great season. I've got to give a honourable shout out to Norbert, Jurgen Norbert Klopp. What a sensational farewell!
And Xabi Alonso's going to win it.
What a sensational farewell! Now Liverpool played tonight. By the time you watch this, it might have been last night. If he gets a yellow card, he has to do his final game in the stands. Yeah. So
I mean, what a way, isn't it?
Villa, rattle them. Yeah. But honestly, no, this farewell, I mean, and Liverpool, here's another one for you. The 2 times that Liverpool have ended the season in a title race facing Wolves, they've won and won fuck all, right? 3rd season, they were in a title race.
You're loving this.
They basically did what Arsenal did last season.
Yeah,
They criticised Arsenal for bottling it and dropping off, right? Way too early. That's what they've done this season. They faced Wolves on the last day of the season. They will beat Wolves,
They will be Wolves, yeah.
and they'll still end up finishing 3rd.
You know what, though? The only... Oh, this sounds disgusting.
But they'll do it.
The only saving grace...
Theirs will mean more.
The only saving grace I give for Liverpool as a team and for what we expected at the start of the season
Nah.
is that
Nope.
not many of us
Nope.
expected it.
Okay, so
But
if we hold on. If we go back to last summer, people asked me who are going to push City the furthest
You said
this
Liverpool, to
season.
be fair.
I said Liverpool or Arsenal. based on their windows. Now,
Yeah.
based on their windows, yes, Arsenal's windows started off well last summer and Liverpool's didn't, losing out on Caicedo. But by the end of the transfer window, we were looking, and I don't care if you were, I remember going on streams and saying this could have been one of, so I was wrong, one of the best transfer windows for rebuilding your midfield on a minimal budget, right? Liverpool had a good transfer window in everyone's eyes. Szoboszlai was the Hungarian Steven Gerrard. At points this season, do you know what? Go back 10 games, people. I saw some Liverpool fans saying giving Endo mad props as a DM. So, look, they've said all these things, and they've dropped off way too early. The quad was on.
Yeah, so I was gonna say
They couldn't they could not even fucking win the Europa League.
Well, this is just all smiles for me. But I'm just saying, a lot of us didn't expect Liverpool to do this well. But the fans, objectives changed in the season.
100%. Like they did for Arsenal's last
I've got the
season.
receipt. I've got so many receipts, and big up to our receipts channel that's coming.
Yeah, they can't. You can't.
So-
look, you can't. And the problem is that what Liverpool did is Liverpool last season dug their grave with the way they treated Arsenal. Yeah, they weren't. Arsenal fans were not allowed to say, "Well, at the start of the season." Yeah, because no. The Arsenal fans weren't allowed to say, "You know what? Objectives changed." None of that. Right. So the same thing stands for Liverpool. Look, in January, February time, the quad was on. Right. It means more.
Yeah, it does.
Norbert's farewell. They'd already fucking booked the parade, right? Listen, we are under 2 weeks away from doing a four-peat and winning the Premier League again, doing the four-peat, doing a double, yeah, beating you man in the final again. I'm not saying we will. I'm saying we are 2 weeks away from doing that. I ain't heard no talk about a fucking trophy parade, right? Liverpool fans were planning their parade when they won a Carabao Cup. So, honourable shout out to them, man. And do you know what? As for your fan base, you've now got Captain Chaos, who you man have backed forever. Hold tight, Drifty. I know you're the leader of them lot. He's wanting to leave your club because of the way you lot have treated him. But of course, you lot are the classy bunch. It means more. Here's to Norbert.
Can I give one more?
I guarantee you we're going to see Norbert soon. Listen, he's leaving because he wants to go and manage a fucking different club.
That's true. That's what most managers do, anyways. Can I give one more honourable shout out though? Even though we'll probably do it again at the end of the season.
Who?
Eddie Howe, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've slated
Eddie
Newcastle.
Wow.
Yeah, 6th place. Can maybe get 5th. He's done well if he gets a European place because I swear.
With the injuries, yeah.
Mental. But anyways, smash the like button.
No, Pochettino?
No.
Are we leaving that for the Chelsea
No,
fans?
after $1 billion spent, fuck off. Anyways.
Let's talk about Man United quick as well.
Oh my, no, we don't. That's for next episode.
Hold on, no.
Replay on Wednesday, please.
Listen.
Let me breathe.
Old Trafford is falling down. We started it. I know Arsenal fans, you're trying to claim that chant like all the other fuckers you steal off of people, yeah? Old Trafford really is falling down, right? And do you know what? I think it's quite fitting because it ultimately is... if you see Old Trafford and Manchester United, they're two separate entities but carbon copies, right? At first, when I saw the water leaking yesterday, I thought, it's just a hole in the roof. Why have these fuckers not fixed? Ineos, you've come in... You heard about the hole in the roof about a year and a half ago, at least, yeah? You saw it, there was evidence. Why have you not addressed the hole in the roof? You know, it's not going to cost you much. But then I saw the footage. It's not just a hole in the roof. Your foundations are fucked, right? And I'm meaning on Old Trafford, but that is a representation of your club.
Well,
yeah,
it is.
Like, your players yesterday, bro, I'll be real. They just look like they don't care. They don't care. And I'm not saying all of them. And you get a few good eggs in there. Look, Maino, Ahmad. I'm not going to go much further than that. And Garnacho. Delo looked good. Do you know what? I actually think Onana looked all right yesterday as well.
That's why I don't want European football.
Onana looked all right. But you've got so many bad eggs to get rid of. You've got so much foundations to rip up and start again with that this is not going to be... You know, and I don't think you can do it with a couple of plasters and whatever. Garnacho, for me, is not it. Garnacho looks like someone...
Just an impact player.
Well,
that's it.
Yeah. And someone said to me, oh, no, it's because he hasn't been coached, right? Okay, I can hear that, but neither's Ahmad and Maino in that case, right? And I see them making the right decisions. Yesterday, I see them not forcing passes. I see them keeping hold of the ball because when you keep hold of the ball, it frustrates the other team. And with Garnacho, I just see him making the wrong decisions. He's very selfish.
Very selfish.
And I don't know, maybe that's... And the other thing is, look, I will say, to go on to Ten Hag, we watched a game together yesterday. Your players aren't making the right movement.
They're just not good enough.
They don't know where they should be. They've got no trust in one another to be in the right
Hold
place.
tight, Johnny Evans.
And
good.
yeah, I think it's beautiful. I was hoping you lot could do us something against Arsenal and maybe get a draw or whatever, but
You can't rely on Man United.
I can't rely on Man United. So
And to be fair, if Casemiro, if he decided to push up, that's a totally different game.
yeah, 100%.
Totally different game, because I'm thinking there's no way they allow us with the ball that much. Anyways, yeah, it's not much more to Man United.
There's not.
No
I look
European
forward
football.
to.
No
I look
European
forward to
football
playing
is
you in.
not, I keep telling people, no European football.
Yeah, it probably
needs
is a
to
good
happen.
thing. Probably is
You
a
need
good
to
thing.
trim up the squad, and you need an 11 and go off of that.
And I look forward to playing you in that FA Cup. Do you know what? The one thing I will say in the end is, in 5 days' time, I'm going Manchester for the weekend. Once again, last game of the season. I'm going to be there. Going to be there with all of my Blue family. Win, lose, draw. We've been there till the last day. And then a week later, back off to Wembley. FA Cup final against the Rags.
But one thing I can say,
Growing up, I never expected this. How it ends, we do not know. We will find out tomorrow. But what I can say is, what a fucking journey.
well, we're not getting battered in the final, at least. Keep telling people. We never, you know what it is? When people expect batterings, we don't get battered.
Receipts.
We don't
Never
get
found
bat-
receipts
we don't
coming
get-
soon.
We don't get battered. No, because everyone expects us to get battered by you, like your gaff. We never did at that point. Arsenal didn't get battered. Liverpool didn't batter us. It's weird, but we'll end up losing, even though I think we might win it. Anyways,
Like I said, never found receipts coming soon.
Smash the like button, people. Honestly, it helps a lot. The year's nearly done. The season's nearly done. And there's a lot of work for next season during the summer. I'm telling you.
And I will be back. Actually, that's one thing. So, if we don't win the league, I will be on...
You've got to be on a Deji panel, innit?
I can't, because I'll be in Manchester that night. I'm
yeah.
going to be going out. I will be on... at some point next week, I will be on a live show. If we don't win it. If we do win it, you're not going to see me till the 1st of June. But from the 1st of June, I will be back
Next
on
week-
some shows.
Next week, Tuesday.
Maybe next week, Tuesday, yeah,
you
because
go.
I'll be back from Manchester then.
In a
That'll be
bit,
a good one.
and smash a like.